Alright, you guys ready for more side quests? Because it's time for more side quests. Oh. Oops. Oh, whoops.
We'll soon begin.
Oh well. Alrighty. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? No. Alright.
Let's do this.
So, let's go this way.
They call it an Orbital Cafe. Oh, that's great.
This place's name is Yoda. Ian's the owner's name. We're in the end game now, literally. You must be Ilan, correct? Count Ioda's butler? You know my name? Then you must have come to save the princess. Sure, yeah, sure have. Well, we got all 3 keys too. And the 3 keys to Gardein. Who actually brought them. These are indeed the keys we need to unlock the princess cell. She may finally walk free once more. Such a relief to hear that. Will you be okay? Won't you face consequences for your betrayal of the Count? Maybe I'm taking this game too seriously. You're absolutely right. I'm sure to pay a price for this, perhaps the steepest price of all. But I am only standing before you today because of the royal family. I cannot live with myself if I didn't help them in their hour of need. I will go and set the princess free now. Can I ask you to wait here while I do so? Sure. Wonder who's playing the princess. So excited for the finale. They put so much effort into this whole production. Thank you for your patience. I've brought the princess with me. Nice, we finally get to... So you are the kids who rescued me, are you? Thank you so much. The Kingdom of Edith will never forget this kindness. Oh, come on, at least put some oomph into it. Don't drop the ball at the end. Well, I didn't see this coming. So I'm sorry, we couldn't find anyone to play the role of the princess in time. Thanks for helping out. Don't mention it, I had a lot of fun. I'd be happy to help out again if you have any other roles for me. I'll leave it to you then, see you around. Oh, can you tell me what you thought of the whole thing? Of the game then? Honestly, it was more fun than I expected it to be. Clearly put a lot of effort into both the puzzles and the setting. The story being so dramatic helped to draw us into it too. I wasn't sure if there was really a mystery game like this. Judging by your reactions, it looks like I was worrying for nothing. Yeah, I could always try a different setting if you wanted to shake things up a little. Don't gotta stick to the Kingdom and Princess setting. Yep, that's the plan. I've always had trouble getting people to take an interest in my ideas. Many feel puzzle games are just inaccessible. But if I can nail the setting, then maybe that'll draw people in, and then they'll realize how much fun they can be. Always good to see someone enjoying their hobbies. Yeah, but I don't plan on keeping it a hobby. I want to set up an event planning company and take it to the next level. Well, my confidence is soaring sky high now with a glowing review coming from our famous Spriggan. I'm heading home to start working on the next game.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Alright, that one's done. 2 more to go.
Off we go.
Percy did look like Inspector Gadget, you're not wrong. Alright, hi. You finally come here and this is how you talk to me? Oh, okay. No one asked you how you feel, old hag. Just give me my allowance. Okay. I think we came in at an awkward time, you guys. Yeah? Huh? The hell you want, old timer? Keep your nose out of other people's business. Sir? Yes, sir. Little, shit could really use a good roasting, but that ain't my business. Yeah, I agree.
Can we talk?
I mean, I guess I kind of like the jacket, but, yeah. Come on, it's just 5,000 Mira. You can, lend me that much. Call it my wage for helping around the store. Old hag would get that body sent across the store. Again with that nonsense. I wouldn't call it doing something for a few minutes before flaking out, helping at all. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're in the middle of something, but do you think we could talk? Oh, sorry, Van. Didn't mean for you to see that. What can I do you for? Back off, asshole. Can't you see me and the old lady are having an important conversation right now? Wow. That's no way to talk to a customer. What are you gonna do about that? Maybe we should try again later? Chill out, folks. We wanted to talk to Eddie, actually. Can you give us a sec? Me? What do you want? If it's him you're after, take your conversation outside. He'll scare away business if he's inside much longer. Okay. I say body because he would be dead. I gathered that. I've seen you guys around the shop before. What do you want? This is strictly business. We're investigating something for a client. What can you tell us about a guy named Mark? He's rolls in the same gang as you, right, sire? That guy? Why should I tell you anything? I don't owe you people. Please, you should really reconsider. We were hired by Mark's girlfriend. She was worried because she hadn't been able to contact him. We're looking into things for her. Oh, so that's what's going on? Alright. I can see why you'd want to put her mind at ease. It'd suck if they bumped into each other one day and she had no idea what's going on. You just want to talk, yeah? Nothing more? That wasn't hard. Yeah, that's all we need. Whatever you know, anything helps. Well, I don't got much for you. Mark asked to be cut loose from the gang a while back. They let him go. Haven't heard much from him since. Been quiet. Wait, you're saying he's already out of the gang? That's right, and I don't think it was out of the blue or nothing. They'd apparently been thinking about it for a while. About a month ago, our boss agreed to let him go on one condition. Alright, we're getting somewhere. What condition? I heard, as I hear it, we'd just got a big job from Almada. They had some beef with this other group that's been hiring Jaegers or something. Mark was supposed to infiltrate their base and get some kind of intel on them. That sounds really dangerous. He could get caught by the Jaegers. Not the kind of gig you'd expect to make it back alive from, that's for sure. But he's out now, so something must have gone right, yeah? That what you heard? Something like that. Looks like the crazy bastard pulled it off. Don't imagine shit was easy, though. The Jaegers are in Balm, and that's a long ways away. That also came up when we visited the gun shop earlier. Pieces keep clicking into place. We ain't sure yet. We got no hard evidence on it. While you're here, can you think of anyone else that might know what's going on with Mark? I know a guy. Mark always talked about this childhood friend of his, named Simon, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, he said Simon's the basketball team captain over at Sidon. Must be nice having a cool friend like that. I'm gonna pull off something real badass one of these days, and then all the senior members will finally want to hang out with me. Our next stop's the Sidon district. Thanks for that. Owe you one. Yeah, whatever. Don't go wasting that info, okay? Sure. Let's go to the next request. Over here. Hi? Hi.
Can we talk?
Hey there, you folks look pretty glum. What's going on? We're in the middle of investigating a politician for a job, you see. Now I understand. You've left no stone unturned, eh? You've dug up a lot of stuff meant to stay buried. Anyway, yes, Taylor and I were good friends. We'd debate about all sorts of things over drinks, like politics to diminish racial disparity and such. I've always wondered what this man gets up to here. Now I'm even more curious. Okay, so that's because Hug manages a well-established investment firm. People like that always have connections with the top brass calling. That makes sense. That's okay. I'd rather it stay like that. I prefer how people treat me when they don't know. Back on track. This guy's son's still alive, yeah? You got any idea where he went? That I do. His name is Roderick. After that attack, I believe he went to live with some relatives in Altair. That's for what he's been up to these days. I have no clue. Gotcha. Back to looking for someone who does then. Actually, one more question while I still got you here. Do you know what happened to the culprit? Culprits, actually. But I do know there were two of them. They went on the run after the fact but got caught sometime later. Their testimony suggested that there had been some friction for a while. They mentioned something about an intruder letting the kid get away, and that they thought someone was selling them out. From what I understand, Roderick's own recollection of what happened is very hazy. I'm curious about this intruder letting the kid escape. If you're right, that's nothing short of a miracle. Even maybe... Well, now that I think about it, I might know somebody who'd have an idea about Roderick's whereabouts these days. You should talk to the editor-in-chief of the Tyrrell Times. She was all over that case back in the day. Any luck, she might still be keeping up with it. Wouldn't hurt to ask at the very least. Good to know. Hopefully, will save us the trouble of sniffing around the info ourselves. Thanks, Huck. Owe you one. I won't say no to gratuity. I think some milk gelato will do just fine as thanks after a long soak. Sure thing. I'll remember to hook you up with some later. Suppose our next destination is the Tyrrell Times then. Sure. Might as well.
Off we go. Well, I heard.
Hi.
Let me ask you something.
Hey there, Chief. Got an assignment right now. I was hoping we could talk to you about it if you got a minute. And Arkwright, we meet again. No, any good reporter doesn't give up her scoops without a good reason. Tell me what brings you here and we'll take it from there. Oh, I think you'll be pretty interested in this one. It's got to do with the terrorism case from a couple decades ago I'm told you know about. You see, so someone's done their homework. Definitely earning your keep on this assignment of yours, I see. Alright, I'll buy it. I'll tell you what I know. But in exchange, you have to promise to report back on how everything turns out once it's over. Deal? Why? Thinking of turning this into an article or something? More or less. Certainly has the makings for a story worth bringing to light. If it turns out I'm wrong, no problem. I'll keep it to myself. Works for me. You got yourself a deal. So as it happens, I'm still investigating that case, even if it's never been made public. Partly, it's to bring it to justice for the surviving family, but also to keep the presence on anti-immigration groups that would do such a thing. Suffice it to say, I'm well aware of what Roderick's up to these days. What is he doing now? Once he grew up, Roderick became a young entrepreneur, and a promising one at that. He travels around cutting business deals, but he keeps Edith as his home base. I've interviewed him on a number of occasions over the years, not just as a survivor of the case, but also to discuss his business ventures. Sounds like an impressive guy. Must have inherited his dad's ambition to make a difference. I could try to call him on his mobile terminal and arrange a meeting for you if you'd like. Can't make any promises, but do you want me to try? Sure, I'd appreciate it. Roderick, how are you? This is Editor-in-Chief Sullivan from the Terrell Times. I wanted to ask. You're all set. Luckily for you, he just so happens to be nearby. What a coincidence. Said he would wait for you later at the terrace over by the station. Awesome, that worked out perfectly then. There's more. There's something else he was hoping you two could do for him in return. He wants you to bring your client, the owner of the locket, with you when you meet him. Wants to meet Bruno? I suppose that's a perfectly reasonable thing to ask, though I don't know if he'll agree to it. We won't know for sure until we ask him. We'll bring it up when we give him our progress report. Fingers crossed. Good luck, Spriggan. Make sure to come talk to me once everything's over. I will. A deal's a deal. Alright, let's send the guy up and get the show on the road. Banner Creative Arcade Solutions. I wanted to ask. Great, see you then. What'd he say? Didn't say much. For now, we're just linking up at the Riverside Bridge. Fill him in on everything once we meet him in person. Okay, well, I'm ready when you are.
Then let's head over.
I was hoping to hear from you, Spriggan, but I figured it wouldn't be until you'd returned the locket. What's this about? First off, I want to make sure we're on the same page. Let me give you a progress report on our investigation. Alright, then let's hear it. Well, you certainly picked up the trail quick. You said you robbed the hotel, but this photo is of two of the terrorist attack victims. Thought you might have been the terrorist behind the attack, but I've changed my mind since. My guess is you just did exactly what you said, robbed the hotel. Just so happened that you were in the middle of it when the place was hit by terrorists, yeah? Those kind of coincidences only occur in stories. But that ridiculous scenario is exactly what happened that day. It's the only thing that seemed plausible. So the person that intervened and saved Roderick's life at that time would have been... you make it sound more honorable than it was. I wasn't out to save a kid. My mind wasn't on all the dead people at the time. I thought that, hey, with people dying all around me, no one would miss a thing or two. Man, aren't you a nice fella? Guess the lock is one of those missing things. Even then, Roderick still wants to meet you. Wait, what? He asked us to bring you to him when we hand over the locket, actually. That's ridiculous. How do you want me to face him now? Aren't you worried about him yourself, Bruno? You want to know how the child from back then is doing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have asked us to give the locket back to him. If you ask me, you should stop sulking about and just talk to him. Damn it, it's not that easy. He just needs one more push. It'd be best if he was honest about being the guy that stole the locket. But if he doesn't want it, then maybe we can go under the guise of him being someone else. Meet him as the thief, pretend to be someone else. Just meet him as the thief. Stop with the lies and just present himself as the thief. Making excuses and just do it already. I don't know what Roderick's got out to get from this meeting with you. But the worst that can happen will be you reaping what you sown. You're right. If I'm gonna go this far, I might as well have the courage to take that last step. I did all this running around. You might as well be honest. Oh, that's that. Okay. We're from Arcade Solutions. You're Roderick, I take it? That's right. I'm the only survivor of the terrorist attack you've been investigating. I was only a kid at the time. Let me start by giving you this locket back then. Thank you very much. I'll make sure to treasure it. Take it you're the one that had it this whole time? Yeah, his name's Bruno. It's the man who stole it from the hotel you were staying at 20 years ago. Then you're the thief who just so happened to target our room the same day those terrorists came for us? Heard you told the police you didn't remember anything at the time. I thought you'd have forgotten me. Oh, I would never forget you. Then why did you cover for me? No, I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. I'm sorry. I may not have been the man that killed your parents, but I still let them die. If you want revenge, I'll take it. You can even turn me into the cops if you want. I don't resist. For 20 years, I wanted to meet you. For 20 years, I wanted to say something to you. Thank you. Thank you for saving my life. What? When I woke up that night, the first thing I saw was two men standing by my parents' bed. Both of them drenched in blood. It was too late for my parents. I was so scared that I couldn't move. It would have been too late for me, too, if you hadn't appeared then. You didn't hesitate. You looked me in the eyes and immediately took my hand and led me out of the room. I'll admit I noticed you pickpocketing Mom's locket as you did. I guess he wasn't willing to pass up on the opportunity. But you still saved my life. You told me not to tell anyone about you after you left, and I listened. You were my hero. Still are. That's why I never told the police or my relatives about you. You've been my secret this whole time. Tough nut to crack, huh? You idiot, I'm no hero. I just didn't think it was I just didn't think I was gonna chance on a murder scene, and I led you away without thinking about it. Then you had to go and thank me after that? You sounded so pitiful. That one thing's continued to haunt me all these years. So I started making more and more mistakes until I finally gave up thieving. Really? I'm very sorry about that. Get that smile off your face. I guess that means it's thanks to you that I was able to change. Should be thanking you, not the other way around. Makes me genuinely happy to hear I was able to do something for you after everything you did for me. You're sure a piece of work, old man. Well, it sounds like this was a happy ending for everyone. Party kept Bruno and Roderick company as the two of them talked for a while longer. Eventually, they saw Roderick off, who, as much as he wished he could stay, was forced to leave for a business meeting. See, I picked the right answer. I'm gonna head off. I'll make sure to wire you your money later. Cheers. Listen, this is all thanks to you guys. What's that? Can you say that again? Forget it. See ya. He's not one for being honest with his feelings, is he? You're right about that one. After he departed, Van contacted the editor-in-chief and updated her on what happened. She concluded that there's no reason to publish what she had learned, as there were no threats to the public. So, is that, unbeknownst to the world, the story of the former chief and the locket he stole came to a happy
All
end.
of a day's work. Mira deposit confirmed.
Law +2 again. I'm just... Oh, Chaos ranked up though. Hey, Chaos won. Woo! Somehow. Sounds like I've got mail. Who's it from? Sad situation, that heartwarming ending. You don't see that every day. True. It's from the CID. They got another job for us. We recently received a dangerous monster. Okay. Typical monster extermination gig, looks like. We'll be heading for Dirk Memorial Park. Really? I believe that's the outskirts of the city. Would have been nice if they picked someplace closer, but oh well. Hold up. What's with the extra line breaks? Wait.
Yes. Make sure you treasure all of your memories.
Huh? That guy's a pain in the neck sometimes. So what should we do? Well, the pay's decent enough, I guess. I think snatching it out of the guild's grubby paws is the play here. We're gonna need to take the car though, so let's make sure. Let's get back to the garage once we're done with everything else. Radio.
Off we go.
So the last one's marked as a side quest, but we're gonna finish it because we're already this far in. And we also get another free time point when we do, so. So, I haven't seen you guys around here. You don't look like tryouts. I'm running the street basketball team, see? Got some of the downtown guys here. Kind of sold out lately. There haven't been as many guys coming to try out. But yeah, I heard a thing or two about that. Some team from the streets making noise around town. Oh, it blew up, didn't it? The street ball thing you started. Oh yeah, it's real big business now. It's better as an outlet than what we used to do. Now you can leave it all out on the court. You got some rough dudes, yeah? But they're pretty chill here. Okay, maybe rough's underselling it a bit, but why don't you take a look and see for yourself?
Let me ask you something.
Heard some b-ball team from Cyan's been making waves lately. This guy looks like the team captain. Hey there, got time for a quick question? Yeah, what's up? From Arkwright Solutions, we're working on an investigation right now. You know anything about a guy named Mark who hangs around with Desire? Mark, huh? Yeah, I know him. You looking into him? Yes, we received a request from his girlfriend. She hasn't heard from him in over a month, so she'd like us to find him. Well, I understand you've been buds with him since you were kids. Got any idea what he's been up to lately? Yeah, she ain't heard from him either. I'd been kind of expecting bad news, but man, he really went and screwed himself over, didn't he? Sounds like he knows something about what he's gotten himself into. Care to elaborate? Well, if it's his girl, if Amy sent you, then I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. Figure you guys know what's best for him, right? About a month ago, I got this letter from him, and it's weird because he never does that, ever. Okay, so it said they gave him a job to sneak into some Jaeger camp outside of Bomb City. Why? Don't know. Told me it was some kind of trial. They were gonna have him go out there by himself and scout the enemy or something. Oh no. Sent me that message the night before he was supposed to go. You could tell he was shaken when he wrote it. He said, I don't know if I'm coming back from this one, man. Wrote about Amy too. If I don't make it home, tell her I ran off with some other girl. I don't want her grieving for me. Stupid son of a bitch. He didn't want her to grieve, so he should come back alive. Been with him since we were kids, and I couldn't help him when he needed it most. Freaking sorry, I need a second to cool off. It hurts, man. Take your time. I think we got the gist of this now. We got foreign power that picked up some Jaegers to try and do something about you-know-who. They responded by getting Desire to do some dirty work and rough up some Jaeger squad for him. And Mark was the unlucky bastard they picked for the job. But then A raided the Jaeger's detachment themselves. That doesn't line up with what Eddie said, doesn't it? In that case, Mark may still be alive. We can't rule out that he might have gotten out of there safely. It's possible, yeah. We just don't have enough info to go on as of yet. Should try to find that article Sylvie told us about. What does it say? Headline, Jaeger Corps suddenly gunned down outside Bomb City. According to local reports, the Jaeger formation outside Bomb City suddenly and violently engaged with an unknown aggressor. However, both sides retreated without a trace afterward, leaving little evidence behind. Authorities did find the body of a young man not far from the scene of the incident. Oh. Forensic analysis indicate that the boy died 1 or 2 days before the incident is thought to have occurred. Authorities are investigating how the boy might have been connected to the battle, but so far they have been unable to identify him. That's it. Well, that puts a bow on that one. They haven't identified him, but with all the evidence we have, well, I guess Mark got the last laugh in the end. Those Jaegers got burned out there. He didn't come back for Amy, and I think that just about closes the case. You know, he did good for some boy in over his head. Guess that's it then. He's gone. Come on, were you listening? Simon, were you listening in on us? Yeah, just that bit at the end. I kind of already knew, but yeah. I had to know for sure as his old friend. Yeah. But, do I tell Amy is the thing. I don't know what to do. What do you guys think? Mark made up that lie for you to tell her, right? Yeah, anything to keep her happy, but this is gonna break her heart either way. Do I tell her the truth, or do I honor Mark's last request? We'll think on that for you. Once we loop back with her, we'll tell her what we think is right. Let me weight off my shoulders. I gotta head out. Take care of Amy, yeah? Well, this is not one with a heartwarming ending, so what will you tell her? Let me think on that for now. Not an easy decision to make. Got time to think before we head over to her. I don't think this is a hard decision at all. Personally. Because it's not really our choice. Trail's going dark, not in my 2025. I mean, he straight up made a decision. Like, even if we don't like the decision, it was his decision to make. Right? So. That was fast. I didn't expect to see you guys again so soon. Does that mean you found some kind of lead on Mark? It's okay if it's nothing big. I'll take anything you have. I want to know. No, I'm just trying to figure out how to put it. Give me a sec. Either respect Amy's wishes here and give her the cold hard truth, or respect Mark's wishes and cover it up so she doesn't go on mourning him. Either way, she's not getting out of this conversation unscathed. It's up to me to choose how this case ends. I have to decide what's ultimately best and stick with it. What do I tell her? Tell her the truth, keep the letter, and lie. He straight up, he made the decision. This isn't even our choice. He made the decision. We just do what he said. It was his decision. So. Probably best to respect Mark's wishes and keep it all a secret. Here goes. Well, we talked to an info broker we know and had them look into your boyfriend's case. Turns out that he's been seeing a foreign chick who'd been traveling through the country this whole time on the down low. What, is that true? There's more. The guy was biding his time until he could sneak off with this other lady into the night. Want to guess when he finally did? A month ago. If you don't believe me, you can ask his friend Simon. He'll fill you in on what he knows. Simon, I've heard him mention that name before. So he was cheating on me. I always doubted it, but part of me had always wondered deep down if that was the case. Having it confirmed like this is a lot. I'm sorry, I feel awful. I shouldn't be crying in front of you two. It's okay. I'm sure it's a difficult thing to process right now. You can cry if you need to. It's hard to watch her like this, but it's for her own good, I guess. It's the best choice we could have made. Sorry you had to see me like that. I'm okay now. I know you're probably going to roll your eyes at what I'm about to say, but I still can't fully convince myself that Mark would go out and cheat on me. Can't stop thinking he must have had some sort of reason he had to disappear on me. It's the only thing that makes sense. I feel embarrassed just saying that out loud. I must sound totally delusional right now, like I'm just trying to run away from the truth. Nothing wrong with a little healthy skepticism. Can't exactly say our investigation's as complete as we'd like without being able to reach him and get his side of the story either. I get it. Sweet to say that, thank you. Anyway, I think we're going to leave now. Thanks again, both of you. Take care.
All in a day's work. Mirror deposit confirmed.
I guess I'm going to get some chaos for that. I didn't? Somehow? Okay, I somehow didn't. You hated that choice? Here's the thing. If it was up to me, like, if he hadn't left behind his choice, then I would have just been like, yeah, I would tell her the truth. But he straight up said, this is what I want you to do, and that's his choice. Chaos was the other choice? Oh, well, okay. That's... Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like she was the client, though. Yeah. But I just felt like the dude died, you know? And it's like, my last dying wish is that you do this. It's like, okay. That's his choice. It's not our relationship. That's how he wanted it to be handled, so. It's kind of like the thing of, like, where some people are like, they want to be kept alive no matter what, and other people are like, they don't want to be. So for me, it's just like, if I know what the person wants, then I just do what the person wants, you know? I guess this is kind of a pretty black and white way to view things, but I'm like, it's not my choice. So anyway. It's not what I would do or want, but yeah. Well, I understand his choice. We were working for her, so her feelings also matter in situations. That's why I hate the choice. Yeah, that's valid. Okay, we have three connections and 3 points, so that makes this easy. We don't have to make a decision. Cool. Walk around Seaton. It's been a while since I just wandered around on my own for a bit. Maybe I'll hit up Seaton. I got some downtime on my hands after all. Just hope I don't run any trouble. But yeah, I get your point. It's just, that's how I view it. It's like, if I was in this situation and I made a final request, I'd want it honored, you know? So. But I get the other side of it. So I actually thought I was going the chaos route, but I ended up going the law route, so crazy. That's luxury excess express all the way. I don't think I could handle her. Oh no, resist the temptation, man. Only got eyes for, like, Ingert. Can you really say you love your car when you haven't modded the hell out of it? Aren't you? Hey, look who it is. Bumping into each other in Langport too, didn't we? We have a knack for doing that. What timing? I've been looking for you. Is it true that you and your company had a hand in resolving that incident? May I ask a few questions, please? I'd like your account of events. Okay, slow down. What are we talking? What are we talking about here? You might be mixing me up. We booked it back to Edith after you saw us, so I don't think we had any part in that. I have reports that you were at the scene. Don't play dumb, please. Also heard that you traveled to Krill Village shortly before that attack there. Something about you, something that makes these incidents pop up wherever you go. There's got to be a correlation. It's called main character syndrome. Yeah, no, we weren't even there. Man, she's nosy. How the hell does she know? Oh shit, is that Dingo over there? Wait, really? Hey, you're not getting me with that one again. Trying to throw me off the scent, just like with that Maxim scoop. Oh, seriously, I swear it's him. And who's that lady hugging his arm? Are you actually serious? Wait. Oh, Sly Dog, didn't think he had it in him. That's a pretty snazzy hotel they're walking into. Wait, what's the scoop there, I wonder? Just wait a second. Not sure why you're hounding me. Shouldn't you be looking into Dingo? I know. I need your help with him. You specialize in investigations, right? You're all, like, sneaky and stealthy and stuff. Well, no, I ain't a detective. That's Lloyd. Why would I just tail a guy like that? Fine, I can stalk him. We got talked into stalking, okay. She's a cute stalker, at least? True. What are they saying? I can barely hear them. Hence why I said we should get a bit closer. Well, they need spots for sure. From my sneaky and stealthy experience, no, I think we'd be fine. Sorry for keeping you, like that. No problem. I'm glad we're able to talk this, out some more. I'll be back, you know. Okay. So what the heck were they talking about? They weren't breaking up, were they? That's not the vibe I got. How long have you two been there? Well... Told you, he knew from the start. She's, does kind of stand out with her hat. Who was that woman just now? Was she, you know... no, she's a colleague, Marielle. She's on the selection committee for an award body. Award body? Oh, don't tell me. Somebody got himself a, Pulitzer, huh? Well, not quite, but yes, they've been bugging me about it for a while. Wait, the Pulitzer? You're in the running for the highest journalistic reward in the land and you didn't tell anybody? What for? What are you being so secretive about? Oh, my stupid phone. Who could it be? The editor-in-chief now? Okay, yes, right. I get that. Oh, please. Okay. Alright, I'll be there in a bit. Ouch, huh? They tell you to stop wandering around and start doing your job. Of all the stinking times. I'm holding you to this. You'd better fess up about it next time. It's a real award, by the way. Indeed. Looks like you got your hands full these days. Yeah, she's eccentric. I'll leave it at that. But damn, nice job on the Pulitzer nod. I had no idea they were reaching out to you about that. But now that I think about it, I guess you were, kind of a shoo-in. You were on the ground for the war, if I recall. Yep, I remember running, into you once or twice. You were on the Mirage side, but you still lent us a hand from time to time. I had comms with all of Calvert's media outlets at the time. The Royal Guardian, the Tyrrell Times, you name it. Even reached out to some international outlets. I was chasing the truth behind it all. Everything else be damned. I put a lot of stuff together from a bunch of different sources, so I guess they wanted to recognize that. I heard you were up on the front lines when the fighting broke out, snapping photos of the battle. The reality of war, those outlets called it. You were anonymous at the time, but I had a feeling it was you. Blew everyone away. I mean, I guess there was a war. We didn't really see much of it. It lasted like 5 minutes. That's the thing, it wasn't just me. I can't accept that award in good faith if it means putting down everyone else. I'd hope they'd just leave me be if I kept running long enough, but nope, here they are in Edith. I get that, but come on, don't sell yourself short. Risked your life out there to get those photos. Somebody's got to be recognized for that, and it might as well be you. So, plus you accept that award and it gives you a platform. You can thank them all you want once your articles start selling like hotcakes. Still doesn't feel right, and I don't think I'd be that big. Old Dingo Brad is still a two-bit gossip rag reporter. That's all I'm ever gonna be and all I ever want to be. I mean, sure, I guess, it's your life and all. You let the whole nihilistic bit slip a little when you watch over that new girl, though. Just a heads up. That's rich coming from you. You act all tough, but then you ferry all your part-timers around like some kind of mother hen, big old softy. Well, I guess you got a point. There's nothing wrong with training her up as an apprentice. Don't need to give it a cool spin to justify it. Nothing wrong with doing you, just as long as we don't make fools of ourselves in front of the youngins. But you're on the right side of 25. You are a youngin. But yeah, we just gotta keep moving forward, you know?
Always room for improvement for us role models.
Woo. I mean, our strength went up somehow. Connection stage went up, allowing you to learn something new about them. Defense plus 10. Nice.
Hey, did you see?
Alright, on to the next one. Right. Alright, so the next one. An invitation from an old friend. Seems like Gehenna's frozen over because Ren invited me out to have tea with him. But hey, I guess we do have some things to catch up on. Guess I'll go along with this for once. It's not the Ren I wanted to talk to, but it's fine. What's the big deal? Why did you drag me all the way out here on such short notice? No, I'd prefer if you didn't call me that. All these years later, and I still have to remind you, first thing when we sit down to talk, you never change, do you? I only call you that because it's still your name, pal. Change your name and I'll change what I call you. Simple as that. Take that back. You have changed. You're now sassier than before. I realized that since we exchanged contact info, we haven't once gone together in private like this. Since I had some time to relax away from work, I decided to call you over here. And now here we are. So you didn't have any real business with me is what you're saying. You're a real roundabout guy, you know that? Most guys, when they want to shoot the shit together, do it over a couple pints at the local bar or something. Trust me, I have plenty of reasons to drink. We'll have to make time to do that sometime later. Unlike your freewheeling life as a spriggan, those of us in the government always have our hands full with work. Plus, and I never said I didn't have business with you. Don't you think it's my job, as something of the older brother, to wonder how you're doing and want to check in? Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? Well, it's just about the same as ever, barely keeping the business afloat as best I can. You know how it goes. You brought him more help, though, didn't you? I heard he's attached to Huey as well. With one glaring exception, I have to say, you're building up quite the seedy roster of lackeys over there. Could you not dig these things up like you're a world-class shovel before I've even said a word about them? They make me feel old. Yeah, I feel that. But just so we're clear, they basically foisted themselves onto me without asking. They're not there because I asked them to be. If I had my way, I'd still be flying solo and everything would be perfect. You say that, but you have a noticeable spring in your step compared to before. It's fine to say you like them, Van. You're not a child anymore. No need to be bashful. Shut up. It's always the same with you. You and Elaine both. And you, I should say. Nothing else. I imagine your new helpers will be good for you in the long run. My hope is they'll keep you from being tempted to repeat what you pulled before. Certainly, and Elaine and I would appreciate it. Aren't you going to pick that up? It's probably a work call, isn't it? Don't worry about it. This is more important. Now, you're not in a rush, right? Why don't you and I stay here for a while? At least until we're done drinking our coffee. You can even order some dessert if you like. It'll be my treat. I'm feeling generous. Are you telling me we're... Are you telling me we're... Keep talking like normal and don't look alarmed. Oh, good, great. This must look like a perfectly natural conversation. Yeah, he's talking to that guy we have in our data. Alright, I'll contact you again later. Looks like he took off. Okay. So, I guess there's more to this than I thought. Am I right in thinking it was you he was watching and not me? Indeed, your intuition's on point. Correct, no problems here. Proceed with things as what we originally planned. Adios, this is why you called me out here, isn't it? No need to be so upset. It isn't entirely about me. I genuinely wanted to hear how you were doing too. I didn't say I was upset. His name's Hubert. He's relatively recent hire at the CID who joined us a year and a half ago. That's all? Sure looks and acts like someone who's a lot less fresh than that. What's a guy like him doing looking after one of the agency's own analysts? I said he was new to the CID, not the occupation himself. He used to work for the Imperial Army's intelligence division. Oh. One of Erebonia's guys? Didn't their agency just get a big reshuffle a while back? That's right. With the Ironbloods out of the picture and the war over, he said he saw the Empire as a lost cause. So he came over to our side and was nice enough to supply us with intelligence about the founding of Erebonia's new intelligence division. So he sold them out, got it. Doesn't make you feel great about him. He still maintains citizenship over there as well. He's a double agent then. He is insofar as most people within the CID are concerned. Hold on, you're telling me he's... Yes, in all likelihood, he's a triple agent. He hasn't truly defected to our side. His real objective is to either obtain information on us or disrupt our operations. Oh boy. All under the orders of Lecter Arnold. Oh, hi Lecter! Nice to hear about you again, bud. I've heard that name before. Has a reputation for being a real cunning bastard. You're telling me, even with the Ironbloods gone, he's a formidable figure who continues to sit at the heart of their intelligence operations. And nearly all spies we've sent to Erebonia since the war have either been terminated or sweet-talked into joining him instead. We've had quite a lot of egg on our face in recent times because of him. Alright, so back up a sec. If you already know that much about him, then that means you must be doing something about it, right? They mentioned him. Yes, they did. Correct. By letting him see me with you, we hope to cause a little disruption of our own within his intelligence network. With any luck, he'll be turned into a quadruple agent working to our benefit, whether he realizes it or not. Suffice to say, it will be very interesting to see what Scarecrow's next move will be. I'm not gonna lie, all this double crossing crap you've got going on is making my head spin. And hey, keep me out of your stupid intelligence warfare. I don't want anything to do with that bullshit whatsoever. Now, no need to get so worked up. I told you that you can order anything off the dessert menu. Go ahead, pick whatever you like. It'll make you feel better. Don't you try to bribe me, you spectacled sadist. He proceeded to order the most expensive desserts he could find out of spite. However, he wasn't even fazed, paying for it without a word of protest. Exasperated by his friend's internally unflappable demeanor, he returned to his work with a sigh.
I'll be putting you to good use. Good use.
Elite agent, Kincaid's Dex plus... Oh, okay, does that mean he's a party member later? Otherwise, what does that matter? But I mean, I'll take my own Dex plus 3. That does help. Alright, we have one more to go, you guys. We have one more to go. That's a broship of the highest quality. I agree. You got sweets. Anna said she was going out to buy some supplies for class. Looks like she's planning to get quite a lot, so maybe I should tag along and at least carry her bags. Can Ren show up again? That'd be great. Thank you again for agreeing to come out shopping with me. I'm only going to buy some personal items, though. You really didn't have to accompany me. You got a lengthy shopping list, right? Figured you need some help carrying it all. Something about a bunch of art class supplies, yeah? That's right, we're about to start lessons on oil painting soon. I don't suspect I'll be able to produce something I'll be proud of with my current supplies. I couldn't do art to begin with, so... it's also a good chance to replace some of my older equipment with better materials, too. Being a student is really rough on the wallet, huh? Well, let's see what we can find. Thank you. It's surprising just how much of a difference in price there can be between paints that are basically the same color. And then I'd have to choose between a 12 color set and a 24 color set. There's an almost overwhelming amount of options. For sure, the pricier ones are supposed to have more vibrant colors that fade less and have better coverage. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but do keep in mind that you're at Armis of all places. Trying to make do with stuff more suited to your stage of learning instead of just shooting for top range goods could be educational in itself. Perhaps you're right, maybe I should go for something more basic and affordable then. Artists have it rough. That's why I hire them instead of being one. I'd also like to buy a wide variety of brushes. I have some already, but it's just a beginner set I bought when I enrolled. Maybe worth buying something expensive like this fan brush then. I know I just said not to shoot for top range goods, but with brushes the difference in materials really does open up a lot of options. Know a lot more about this than I expected. He does, I don't. You do seem to have a lot of hobbies though. Is painting one of them? Oh no, not really. Gave it a shot, but I learned real quick it wasn't for me. How about this set? Looks like it'd be a perfect match for you. The luxury Aramis, the artist model brush. Goodness gracious, this is expensive. That'll be 2,000 mira in total. I'll pay with this then. I'm quite happy with how that went. It fit perfectly within my budget too. Figured you'd end up overspending with everything you got. That was a weird way of saying it. You're good at keeping to a budget for a rich girl. I wouldn't quite describe myself that way, but I suppose school has forced good habits on me. I perform a lot of different jobs as part of the student council. Maybe I could use some of those skills back at the office. I wouldn't mind helping with all there is to do at the office. Finished shopping with a little time to spare. She has stopped by the riverside to test her new art supplies. Don't know why I'm even surprised an Artemis student would knock it out of the park with art too. All I'm really doing is applying what we learned in class. But it's nice, spending an occasional off day painting like this. Light reflecting off the river surface is beautiful, and the breeze feels quite nice. It's fun. Good to hear, though painting the cityscape feels like a fair bit advanced. Really? I feel like I see painters doing it all the time. Come to think of it, Aramis, the artist himself, drew a number of Edith's cityscapes, I believe. If I recall correctly, his earlier works depicted immigrants who had been turned away from their homes. His later works depicted the streets of Edith after the Calvarian Revolution. The biggest constant is he always paints people, not just landscapes. That's not a surprise, coming from one of the main parties behind the revolution and your school's founder. Though I also heard he's a real weirdo, as all artists tend to be. I would never say that in public. I don't think you're far off. I've heard of his idiosyncrasies in some of my classes. But sitting here right now, painting the city landscape just as he did, helps me imagine what he might have thought of as he did this too. Can't help but think that he would have wanted the peaceful joy he painted on his canvas to reflect forever outside of it too. Might not be too far off there. No way, so you know? What? You're kidding. Oh, they're Arma students. They're probably on their way back home after their club activities. Let me know if I'm being rude or anything, but I kind of think you should have joined a club yourself. I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. I'm more than happy keeping busy after school and on the weekends with my part-time job. Taught me a great deal just working with you and everyone at the office. Needless to say, I enjoyed a lot too. Artists do have unique personalities. Exactly. Of course, I do still have time to make contributions to school activities when time allows it. Well, if you're enjoying your student life, then there's no reason for me to butt in. You're not the kind to neglect school and flunk out just because of a part-time job. I agree there. I have always liked studying, to be frank, so it hardly feels like a burden. I like organizing study groups in my free time. Studying with friends is surprisingly effective. There's always something new to learn from others. Your best friend is literally Ren, who's like a child genius. Well, she's not even a child anymore. She's just a genius. You can never truly stop learning. It's hard at times. It's also very rewarding. Yeah, I trust you. Just don't go missing out on quality time with your friends just because you're busy with your job, okay? The friends you make in school have the potential to be some of the best you'll ever make, and this is basically your only chance to ever do that. Oh, I will keep that in mind. I thought she said she was working a part-time job, but they just went shopping and now they're even painting. This is suspicious. I need to look into this more. I'm sure that's fine.
I really want to get to know you better, Van.
Nerds don't look like nerds anymore. Only in anime. SCLM chain effects, plus 5%. That was probably the least beneficial, like, perk we got. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that was better than I thought. But yay! We're finally done with all our side stuff. So now we'll finally be able to head to the Memorial Park.
Sober curious.
So, yeah. Gonna be time to get my ass kicked by a monster, it sounds like.